What is up, everybody? It is Wick here. I'm inside of a Goodwill. Already got my cart full of goodies. Going to try to sell some of this stuff on eBay and make some money. However, I have not looked through that stuff yet. I have not researched it, and I do put some of those items back. They just weren't worth picking up. And I'm looking at the Christmas stuff now, and keep in mind my videos are about a month delayed since I'm backlogged. So Christmas, at the time of this video, had not happened yet. So I'm still out there trying to find some stuff. They even got some Halloween stuff, it looks like still. Look like one of those Department 56 kind of ski resorts, but I see this box and it's just some copycat of Department 56. So I ended up passing on that. I was looking at it earlier there, if you caught it. Some glassware stuff, and I know people always leave me some great bolos to look for in glass. I'm always looking for them. So keep doing that. I love learning more about glass. One of my weaker areas to resell for sure. Here's a Waring Pro juicer. Some of those can actually be really good money if they're commercial ones. Can go for hundreds, really. Unfortunately, I looked up that one. It just was not worth picking up. It was not new. And of course, this Goodwill started pricing things like that just, crazy. I think that one was priced $15, which was okay, but still a little high compared to what they used to. But a lot of appliances like that, they're pricing like $30 or $40. Just not worth it at all. So lots of stuff on the shelf. And that's one of the reasons you're seeing all this stuff. People, they're pricing it high. People aren't buying it. Keep it Saxy game. I don't know. I can't remember if I looked that up. Here's I thought it was a sealed TI-84 Plus for a moment. It's just the case. It's got me before over the years. I see those cases, and I think they're the actual calculator sealed for, a second. Be nice to find one sealed in a Goodwill, but you never know what they'd have it priced at here. Might just be way too high to pick up. I'm sure it would be, priced high. But we move on to another Goodwill. Ended up getting a lot of great stuff there. Of course, I'll show you everything at the end of the video I picked up at these stores. Check out the VHS tapes. Just been buying some random sealed VHS to hold on to. Some of it can be worth selling, especially some old rock horror stuff. And, well, actually this Ninja Turtles coming out of our shells music tour. I remember that from my childhood, so I'm definitely buying that. Probably won't sell it, but probably could sell it for 15, 20 bucks. It was looking like really good condition, case and everything. Of course, music cassettes. I've bought those and made some great money. I don't look at them a lot anymore in Goodwill. I just can't see if they put out any new ones, and I have to get real close, and it just strains my eyes, so it's just not worth it for me. Over here, I see this rooster. It doesn't look like anything. It had a made in China sticker, usually a pretty good indication that I should just put it back down. Some nativity scene kind of figures, not worth it. Some gnomes. And yeah, I don't think I got anything there. Moving on to the next Goodwill. I got this Firefly game. I have a VCR. I think I must have put that back. I don't remember buying it, or I did put it back. It was overpriced, and I just didn't want to deal with it. It wasn't a great model. There's a ice cream maker rival. I ended up picking up that because it's brand new in box. In the thrift store, I got some really good Doc Martens and some boots, some other shoes, $1 a piece. You can't beat that. Love going into the thrift store and picking up shoes. Sometimes, though, you can get in trouble because you want to pick up just pairs that aren't that great just because they're so cheap. What else we got here? Some luggage. Didn't look like anything very special. I believe I looked at the brand. Or maybe I got distracted and just left something good. You never know. And what else? I think they got some Christmas stuff over here as well. Don't really see anything. Probably going to see like an Avon advent calendar or something sitting there that I missed. You never know. Here's some more thrift store Christmas stuff. We got some Hallmark ornaments. Some of these can be surprisingly good money. 99% of them, though, not worth a whole lot. Even though I just sold a bunch of Lionel trains, I think for $80 or $90. Paid $1 a piece for them. There's like 20 some of them, so not a bad flip there. And I don't think I got anything here Christmas-wise. Inside of this Goodwill, I'm going to the new carts that came out first. Try to score some good stuff before too many people see it and grab it. But to be honest, I'm not seeing much on these carts, which is the norm. Usually, just a lot of stuff comes out that's just not worth picking up. I do see this Star Wars Risk game down here, and there's a Star Wars Risk game that is fairly valuable. Not this one though, plus it was missing 90% of the pieces, I could tell. Certainly not worth picking up. Here's some of these figures. Now, I looked them up. As far as I could tell, they weren't anything that was going to sell. Same with this Darth Vader Hallmark. At least I'm pretty sure I looked up that Hallmark. I don't remember the details. Like I said, this is like a month ago. Maybe it's one of those things I meant to look up when I was done with recording and just turned off the camera and walked away. It's definitely happened before. There's some sort of doll, some purses, nothing too special. Plate, which I thought was going to be a good plate for a second. It looked like kind of like one of those Thanksgiving plates, but actually I think it was plastic. So certainly nothing there. Copper cup, you see those everywhere. Nothing special. What's down there? I don't even know what I touched. Some sort of wooden box. Trying to see some brands. I did pick up a couple nice purses, I think. A Burberry the other day. Don't know much about them, but I know it's a great brand. Probably counterfeit, though. Here's some sort of ab rocker. This was new in box. It was $20. I've sold stuff like that before. The exercise equipment new. That one just didn't look like it was selling very fast. And I'm curious if anyone buys these very large exercise machines at thrift stores. They're usually priced fairly cheap. I think they just want to get rid of them. I just wonder, I'm sure people buy them and then flip them on Marketplace. It seems like a lot of work, something I don't want to do, but I'm sure some of them are actually worth hundreds of dollars. And if you're paying like $15 like that one was, I'm sure there's some great profit in it. Here is a C&C storybook, and this is something I don't see very often at all. So decided to look it up because, well, I didn't know much about it. It's actually worth picking up. And I was able to sell that for $30 very quickly. Here's some pop figures up here. At the very first Goodwill in this video, I picked up some really good pop figures at that one. These, they were pretty beat up. $8. I think the other one was like maybe $15. I looked those up, just not worth selling. I think that one there, what is it, He-Man was selling for like $8 on eBay. So not great. Board games, not seeing anything either. I do see this, what was it called? The Wizard Always Wins, and this is a game I don't remember ever seeing, so I did look that up. Not worth much at all. Squishmallows, actually I don't know if this one was one. I usually Google Lindsay's. Actually, when I came in that day, there was someone who had a cart full of them, probably like 20 of them. So I'm just assuming they got everything good. I do remember Google Lindsaying those though, or they weren't Squishmallow. I don't remember exactly. What else? Anything else on the shelf today? Some antenna, poker stuff. I see. Just most of that poker stuff just does not sell anymore. And they still got that Kohler lamp down there. It's been there for months now. $50. Didn't even sell it half off. Probably came from Lowe's clearance, but let me show you everything I got today. Great stuff. Let me show you what I got today, starting back here with this Zeus thermostat. Now, I saw this for $5.99. It's new in there. It's very big. I'm like, this could be worth looking up and selling. Checked it on eBay, and I think I can sell it for about $40. Packaging's a little damaged and been taped, but still think I'll make some money on it. Then below it, I got this Animal Crossings plush. It's Build-A-Bear. You see it's still got the tag there. Unfortunately, not big money. I paid $5.99 for it. I think I can sell it for $25 plus shipping. I figured, why not? So here's something I don't think I've ever bought and sold. It's a C&C Story Maker, and I decided to look it up just because I wasn't familiar with it. And it does look like the comps are pretty good on it. Saw some selling for around $30 plus shipping. So as long as this works, I should be able to make some good profit on it. I paid $3.99. I'm going to have to make sure the batteries haven't exploded and are leaking in there and is damaged. I have 7 days to return it if it is. I think I should make at least $20 profit on that in the end. I got this Little People bag of toys. It was $2.99. It was cheap. Everything's in good condition. There's quite a bit of unique pieces in there. I'll make at least $10 profit. It's a pretty easy list. I might make more. I Google in some of these pieces. They go to various sets, so none of them were huge money, but there's enough there. I'm confident I'll make at least $10 for probably about 5 to 7 minutes worth of work. So got some pretty good shoe buys, and some of these were great because they came from the thrift store and were only $1 a piece. Like these Double H boots back here. They're not in amazing condition, but they can be cleaned up physically. They're good. At $1, I think I could sell those for at least $30 in this condition. Next to it is a pair of these Laredo boots. Got these at Goodwill for $5, and they're in really good condition. They're a large size, and I don't think they're going to be particularly great. Still like $40, $50 probably. So for paying $5, I mean, it's a good pickup for sure. But I was hoping one day I'm going to get a pair of boots that's just really good. One of the $200 or $300 pair of boots. It seems like I never find them. I always find the made in China boots. Here's a pair of Dr. Martens shoes. These are vintage, and really for $1. At the thrift store, they are in pretty good condition. I use the Doc Martens balsam to clean them up. They're going to look pretty good. Worth putting some time in. I think I'd sell those for at least $40 once I fix them up a little. Also decided to pick these up for $1. These are Allen Edmond golf shoes. Again, in good physical condition. Double Eagle. I looked up comps on these. I saw some listed for like $80. I think even over $100. I didn't see any actual sales though for this particular model, so I don't know how well it's going to do. I'll probably price them $40 just to move them, hopefully. If everyone else has got them priced in the 80s and 100s, mine should sell in the 40s. Hopefully, anyway, that's the idea. And check this out. At the other thrift store, I picked up a pair of vintage Dr. Martens. Now, these were $8, but I think they were 20% off. All shoes were. These are in, again, good physical condition for the age and amount of wear. It is a little dark in here today. Very cloudy outside, so hopefully everyone can see. You see they wrote on there. And these are easy to get off the price. I just use I think it's called Lift Off. Dab a little bit on there, take a Scotty Pillar and just scratches right off. So not a big deal there. What is a big deal is some of these vintage Doc Marten boots will sell for over $100, $200. Unfortunately, I could not see the model on here. I'll have to try to get it into some better light and maybe I can reveal it. So I wasn't able to look up this exact one, but similar ones, I'll probably try at least $75 on these. So if I'm going to add up all these shoe and boot sales, it's going to be some good profit, especially for 3 pair paying $1 for them. So back here is just a Rival ice cream maker vintage. I got it for $10. It is new. Open box. Should be able to sell that for at least $50. Might be able to squeeze 60 or 70. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the comps a bit more. But something like this, I'll just slap the label around the box and ship it like that. This was a pretty good pickup. This for $5.99 is a Nikon camera. It looks like it has the charger in there as well. I wasn't sure if this one was going to be valuable, but looking up the model, yeah, I think I saw some like around $50, $75, $100 even. Don't remember exactly, but for $5.99, it was definitely worth picking up. And what was also worth picking up are these pop figures. I saw quite a few of them out today, a couple different Goodwills, and they had them priced up a little, $6.99. I was scanning different ones. I'm like, yeah, these are selling for $12 on eBay. This one's selling for like $15. But then I scanned this one. I'm like, whoa. This one I'm seeing comps for $75 to $100 new. And this is in pretty good condition. I'll probably have to sell it for about $70 is what I'm going to try to get for it, since it has a little bit of shelf wear on it. But definitely a great pop figure. And this one was pretty good too. I think I could sell for like $25, $30. Clark Griswold. So didn't really expect this one to be valuable. There's another one. It's like a He-Man one. It was selling for like $8 on eBay, and I believe Goodwill had a price like $10. So yeah, some of these you just never know which ones are rare, which ones are retired, all that stuff. So they're usually worth just scanning and checking and doing some research. Between both of them, good profit. So I got some board games, and I got this one because it was cheap. Firefly, $1.99. It seems to have good reviews, and that's probably just going to go in the board game collection. It's not worth a lot. Same with this one, House of Danger, Choose Your Own Adventure, $4.99. Now, I bought this Everything inside is still sealed. It's not really worth selling. I think it sells new on eBay or Amazon, sorry, for $16. So I bought that to go in the board game collection, though I think I actually bought that in the past. So I might already have one in the board game collection. So maybe I will sell it just to get my $5 back and make a little bit of money. But I wasn't for sure I owned it, and I wanted to make sure I did. So I went ahead and bought it, especially with the pieces being new. Who knew? You know, I've said many times I pick these up. I sell them on Amazon. This one has all the pieces in great condition. I'll make like $15 on it after fees and everything. For $1.99, I have to pick it up. Here's something I haven't seen in a while. I remember one time years ago, I was out thrifting and I came across two of these at two different Goodwills. They have come down a bit in value. I think I sold one on Amazon one time for $75 to $80. One of the ones I got back then, well, didn't have all the pieces. So I've just been holding on to that for parts. And this one, you know, I don't know if all the pieces are in there, but with my parts box, I should definitely be able to complete the set. $7.99 though, I didn't really want to pay that much. I could sell it on Amazon complete in this condition probably for $65. So I'm probably not going to come across this game very often, so I better just pay the $8 and try to match up some parts from the other one if need be. Here's another thing I just ended up buying because I wanted it. Saw this in the VHS. This is a Ninja Turtles, the Coming Out of Our Shells tour. I remember this as a kid. Super corny. I'm going to have to watch it. But it's in amazing condition. Actually worth about $15 on eBay, so for paying $1, there's money there, but it's one of those things I think I'm just going to keep. Speaking of things to keep, I got this Schmidt jacket, work coat really. Very good condition, not marked up, and it's my size. It fit extremely well, so I'm probably just going to keep it. I need a nice jacket like this I can have, so when I'm doing work outside in the snow and stuff. I could probably sell it on eBay though pretty easy for like $25 to $40, somewhere in there. It's in good condition. I'll have to check though in my closet, make sure I haven't put any coats in there like this. It's funny being a reseller because I buy this stuff out of season, I put it in the closet because I'm going to wear it, and then I find it months later, if not years, and I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of remember this. There's some shoes I found. I don't even remember buying them. I'm like, I must have put these in there for me because I like them and they're my size. I don't remember buying them, but I've been wearing them. Then I got this Chevy Jacket, and this came out on a new cart before I was leaving a Goodwill, or a new clothing rack rather. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. I just tossed it in the cart and I just continued to look. And then I went back and looked at the label. And it was like Stephen Barry's. I'm like, that's not going to be good. But I looked it up anyway, and I've seen some comps around $30 to $40. And another thing, I had a coupon to get $5 off if I spent $20. This took me over that mark, so essentially this was free because of that. So that's why I picked it up. I think I'll be able to sell it. I'll probably price it $30 plus shipping. It's going to sell at some point. There's not a lot of the all black on there with the red lettering. A lot of them were just like red and black mixed, so somebody's going to buy it. There it is, everybody. That's my haul for today. I really appreciate you watching. You know what to do. Hit that like button for me before you leave. It would really help me out a lot. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.